The housing market can be a tough and unforgiving arena for home buyers, particularly in the current climate. Skyrocketing prices, limited supply, and bidding wars are just a few of the many obstacles that clients face in the quest for their dream home. Experts attribute this trend to a combination of factors, including rising demand and low inventory, and the pandemic's impact on the economy. These challenges mean that potential buyers must be patient and resourceful in order to secure a desirable property. So, if you're searching for a new home, be prepared for a marathon rather than a sprint, as you may need to alter your expectations and strategy in order to succeed in today's market. For many families and individuals, the idea of owning a home is seen as a symbol of stability and security. Unfortunately, as home prices continue to rise, a growing number of families and individuals are being priced out of the market. The result is a staggering amount of financial stress and housing insecurity that can have a profound impact on quality of life. From cutting back on basic necessities to struggling to make rent payments, the impact of unaffordable homes is being felt by millions of people across the country. For those affected, the road to financial stability and security can be a difficult and arduous journey, but one that is necessary to ensure a brighter future for themselves and their families. Housing costs have skyrocketed in recent years, putting a strain on the wallets of many households. While the issue is complex, researchers have found three key factors contributing to the problem: a lack of housing regulation, gentrification, and increasing demand. These elements have combined in a perfect storm, creating a situation where those in need of affordable housing are struggling to make ends meet. It's no secret that we face a significant housing crisis, one fueled by both social and market forces. But as we work toward finding viable solutions, we must keep a watchful eye on these underlying causes and take decisive action to address them if we hope to see any meaningful progress. The crisis of unaffordable homes is one that affects many individuals and families across the world. Behind every statistic and news article, there are real-life stories and experiences of those who are struggling to find a place to call home. Families are being forced to make difficult choices between paying for housing or other necessities such as food and healthcare. Some are forced to live in substandard conditions, while others are forced to move frequently, disrupting their children's education and family stability. It's time to listen to these stories and take action to provide affordable housing for all. Experts agree that the long-term consequences of an unaffordable housing market could have a profound impact on society as a whole. Homelessness rates could skyrocket, leading to more people living on the streets or in temporary shelters. Families could be forced to live in overcrowded and substandard housing, jeopardizing their health and well-being. Additionally, an unaffordable housing market could lead to an increase in inequality, as those who can't afford to buy property are left behind. Finally, the economic impact of an unaffordable housing market could be significant and far-reaching, affecting everything from job growth to consumer spending. It's clear that something needs to be done to address this issue before it's too late. There are a number of creative solutions in place to make home ownership more attainable for everyone. One option is community land trusts, which allow residents to collectively own and manage land together, thereby reducing individual costs. Another option is rent-to-own programs, which allow renters to gradually gain ownership of their home while paying rent. Finally, tiny homes have emerged as a popular way to reduce the cost of home ownership, as these compact dwellings typically cost less to build and maintain than a traditional house. Through these innovative approaches, more people than ever before are finding a pathway to home ownership that works for them. To address this issue, the government is taking steps to intervene and implement policies aimed at making housing more accessible and affordable for all. Some of these policies include increasing funding for affordable housing programs, incentivizing developers to build affordable housing units, and creating tax benefits for those who invest in affordable housing projects. While the road to affordable housing is a long one, the government's efforts are a step in the right direction towards creating more equitable living conditions for all Americans. As the population continues to grow, the demand for affordable and sustainable homes remains a pressing issue. Sustainable development is critical in achieving a better and healthier future for our planet. By focusing on sustainable practices, we can create more affordable and environmentally friendly homes that will last for generations. Sustainable development involves using materials that are environmentally friendly, reducing waste, and implementing energy-efficient practices. When we prioritize sustainability in creating homes, we are investing in the future of the planet and our communities. We owe it to future generations to build homes that are not only affordable but also sustainable and responsible. For many homebuyers, navigating the competitive market and finding affordable options can seem like a daunting task. However, with the right mindset and a few helpful tips, it's possible to find the perfect home without breaking the bank. One important tip is to be flexible with your search criteria. Instead of limiting yourself to a specific neighborhood or style of home, expand your options to include other areas and styles that might be more affordable. Additionally, consider working with a professional real estate agent who has experience in the local market and can provide valuable guidance throughout the home buying process. With these tips and a little bit of patience, you'll be well on your way to finding the home of your dreams at a price you can afford. Financial institutions have an important role to play in promoting home ownership, but they also have a duty to ensure that borrowers are not burdened with overwhelming debt. With responsible lending practices, buyers can obtain financing that is suitable for their financial situation, along with a comprehensive understanding of the risks involved and their payment obligations. Such practices allow both the borrower and lender to manage risk and promote sustainability in the housing market. Ultimately, responsible lending practices are an essential ingredient in fulfilling the American dream of homeownership. As the housing crisis mounts with each passing day, we're running out of time to take action. Home ownership is becoming increasingly unattainable for many. While others are forced to leave cities they have lived in for years in search of affordable housing. The urgency for action in addressing this crisis couldn't be more critical. Skyrocketing housing prices are not just about the struggle to find a place to live. They negatively impact the economy and lead to increasing wealth inequality. If we don't act soon, the situation will only become more dire, and even more people will be left out in the cold. It's time to come together and make changes to make affordable housing a reality.